Hi everyone, welcome to the Piano Keys. I'm so glad that you're here. This is part 3 of my easier piano arrangement of Bohemian Rhapsody. If you don't have the sheet music yet, you can find it in the description box below. If you don't read sheet music, it's still a really good idea to have it because it's a map to follow. So when I tell you what measure number I'm on, you can see what fingers I'm using and slowly start to make sense of what those dots and lines and squiggles on the sheet music actually mean when translated into piano sounds. That was awkward. A quick thank you for those of you who have used the PayPal link, also in the description box. Your contributions help me to keep up with the expenses associated with running this channel. You can change the speed of this video without really affecting the sound much. So if you think I'm going way too fast, slow it down to 0.75 of the regular speed, or if you think I'm way too slow, then speed it up. 1.25 will be hopefully just right. And you can repeat sections as many times as you need to. Remember to keep practicing. It doesn't come easily to anybody. It might look like it, like, oh, it only took you 5 minutes to learn that, but you don't know that they've been studying piano for 30 years, okay? So it all adds up. Be patient with yourself. If you're ready to learn the third part of Bohemian Rhapsody, then keep watching. So we're going to start with the left hand, as usual, and we're doing a bit of repetition from before with slight variations. Here we go. And then I do that again. So when I'm going over my thumb, I'm kind of rolling my thumb this way and folding my hand over. So I'm making this kind of motion. All right. Sometimes people try to go over this way, which is really weird. Keep your hand compact and just fold over. Slight rolling and then folding over. And okay, so we do that 2 times. Roll over. Almost like you're going to go point at that D up there. Then you do the same thing but without the octave. You just start on the low B flat. Then you repeat that same kind of pattern, but this time starting on G. Here you're going to reach over. Now, you've got this great big space between the second and first fingers, and so you can stretch pretty well through there. What I do to make it easier, I kind of hook my second finger on that black key, the D sharp or E flat, and I use it as leverage. So you can go like this, but with my hand size it makes no sense to do that. And probably with yours too, it might be easier if you're going over the keys as opposed to around them. So, and again I'm going to come over and point at that D. And then I play that 2 more times. And then just an octave F broken up. B flat. Second finger on B flat, and then what we've already done before, the G, D, B flat, D. So we already know how to do that. Now I'm on measure 41. Oops. Alright, stepping down, octave A broken up, and then octave A flat together, and then G together. So I'll do that much starting from measure 33 with no stopping so that you can see how it all fits together. And remember, if you have the music in front of you, it makes so much more sense. It's a map, it's a visual that you can follow. So here we go, measure 33. Okay, remember that you can slow down this video to 75.75 speed, and it won't make a weird sound, like the audio will not be warped, but you can watch it going slower. And then if you feel that I'm going too slow, then you can speed it up to 1.25 and it'll go a lot faster. Right hand starts first finger on D, and then we go up and play a couple of octaves, G and then F. Then you repeat that octave pattern. And now here we start the melody. And then this is just part of the accompaniment. Here's the melody. Accompaniment. Melody. Accompaniment. Melody. Accompaniment. Melody. Accompaniment. Okay, so who cares if it's melody or accompaniment? Why am I being annoying? Because when you play the piano, you're basically the entire band or orchestra. And so you have to make it clear to the listener what should stand out and what should be in the background. So if you're playing melody and accompaniment at the same level, it doesn't sound as clear. It's not as professional. Not that you want to make a living at it, but it has a different quality to it, so that it has layers of sounds. Okay, like if you're looking at a picture, it's got different shades of color and shadows and light and things like that. So you're basically making it easier and more pleasurable to listen to when you're making it clear to your listener what's in the foreground, what's in the midground, and what's in the background. If you're not there yet technically, it's okay, you can still strive toward it. So I'll play it from measure 33 with no talking, and you can hear that. Okay, and remember that you can use also your own fingering if these aren't comfortable for you. Now super slow, hands together. I'll do it with pedaling, and I'll tell you where I'm changing the pedal. We were holding the pedal from before, from our practice time 2, so we're going to change it right on beat 1 of measure 33. And if you're looking at the music, you'll see that we're changing pedal because you see that upside down V, and then you see a straight line extending. That means you hold the pedal. So, holding the pedal and changing on beat 1 of measure 33. Same thing for 34. Change. 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 Remember, you change after you play the new notes. Change. 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 If you're still working on coordinating pedal, or you're not sure what I mean by change, hopefully by now you've seen my pedaling tutorial. I actually go into a lot more detail on pedaling in my courses, so check out either the piano bootcamp courses or instant piano, and that will give you a lot more practice. I also have a technique course coming up at some point when I can devote the time to doing it properly. So now we're going to play a bunch of broken chords, meaning we're moving from one note to another. B flat, E flat. Then I kind of keep my second finger on that B flat like my anchor, because I'm going to come right back to it. Now, fold over, and then a bunch of octaves. F, E, A flat, D, and then B flat octave, and then just the top note. B flat octave, top note. One more time. And then just B flat octave, E flat octave, and then the E flat by itself, the top note. Okay, so I'll play starting from measure 43 with no talking. Stop there for now. Right hand is continuing the melody that we were playing earlier, so finger on G, and then we've got melody, we've got harmony. Now melody, back to the harmony or the accompaniment or the band, however you want to think about it. Melody. Play the same note, but switch fingers. Same thing, play the same note, switch finger. My God, so many dog hairs. Same note, different finger. And then we're going into the guitar solo from there, which we will learn today. Alright, so I'll play starting at measure 43, beat 1, with no talking. together. Notice in this part, measure 46, the left hand does a quick B flat and then comes back to the octave. I'll show you that. So I wrote it that way because it gives it more rhythm going forward. So remember, on this recording there's an entire band plus layers of vocals and layers of other, instruments. It's not just like one recording of one person with 10 fingers on a piano. So when you're reducing, meaning that you're taking something that's written for a lot of instruments and bring it down to one or two or whatever, in this case one, you have to figure out how to keep the spirit of whatever it is that the song or the piece, including the rhythmic feeling, right? So I don't have a drummer, I don't have like a bass player who can go really deep into what we're doing. So I added this rhythm to help propel us forward. Do you have to play that? No, I'll play just the left hand octaves without that quick note on top. Listen. So if you need to modify, if that's too hard for you, just play the octaves. But if you can, add the B flat on top because it gives it that extra oomph. Listen. Do you hear it? Alright, so now I'm going to play with pedal. We were holding the pedal from before, and we're going to change right when we play, meaning right after we play. Change. 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 Hold it. Change. 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 You're going to hold the entire measure. Change here. All right, moving on. Left hand is on octave Ds. Then you just play the top note. Here we have that folding over, but now notice here, I can't just fold over because I actually have to let go something. So I pick up my hand anyway and go like that. So I'm in the process of folding over, but I don't really fold, I just go over. I want to say fold over because you don't just want to pick up and move like this. Do you see how unsteady that is? But if I'm folding over, I'm already aiming at the note I'm going to. I hope that makes sense to you. So here's not folding, I'm just hoping for the best. Here's folding and moving at the same time. And then I really fold over here. Now I'm going to play a bunch of octaves. B flat 4 times. E flat 2 times. D 2 times. And then from there I go down to C 4 times. Then still playing octaves. Doggy hairs. F, E, E flat, D, D flat. Hopefully the camera's catching things this low. Then I'm going D flat, C, B, B flat. Alright, I'll do that with no talking, starting at measure 47, the 3rd beat, octave D. Okay, so now the right hand is going to learn the guitar solo, much simplified than, you know, what's on the recording of Queen playing. So, starting here. Now I'm on measure 48. Same note, different finger, because we're going to go up. So here I'm going over. When you play stuff like this, that's the sort of thing, you'll be really glad if you practice exercises or you know your scales, because then your fingers are so much more comfortable moving around the keys, you know, in that way quickly. If you're just playing songs or pieces that you like and not doing any sort of exercise apart from that, you're actually slowing down your own progress. I know the exercises usually aren't as interesting, don't have as big of payoff as learning a song that you like, but they really do make you a much better pianist, and so you can learn a lot more pieces in the long run and play them better. All right, so I'm going to start measure 47 again, 47, and beat 3. So here we go. So here's part of a scale. Here's a smaller part of a scale. Then I go up, and I come down on a scale. And when I'm going over with my second finger, again, I roll a little bit with my thumb, and I point to the new note, and I go to it. When the thumb goes under, just let it sneak in, like, I don't know, a little animal going into a cave. So that was basically the guitar solo, and then going into the I see a little, that one. We're going to do that in the next practice time. So I'm going to put the hands together and nice and slow so you can see what's happening. If you'll notice on measure 51, I played some of the notes faster than the others. If you're looking at the music, notice that there is a number 5 underneath the second, third, and fourth groups. That means it's a quintuplet. So quintuplet, if you look at the beat right before the first quintuplet, you have 4 16th notes. Okay? That means 4 of those in one beat. When you have a quintuplet, you have to fit 5 of those in one beat, so they're going to go fast. So it's if I take it from measure 50 at like the real performance tempo. Oops. All right, but if I did it well, let me do it again. You hear how it just kind of flows a little faster after that? All right, now with pedal, starting measure 47, beat 3. We were holding pedal before. I'm going to change it right when we play beat 3. Change, change, hold it, change, 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 and hold. Change, 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 hold it, change, 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 change. And then you're going to lift it up because the next part that's coming doesn't really have a pedal. Eyes in that part, it doesn't have pedal, so you're just going to lift it right at the end of this section. How did you do? Let me know in the comments section. Are you keeping up? Do you feel like I'm going too fast? Do you want more of these, or are you done? I only want to make videos that are going to benefit people. So let me know if you want me to keep going with the Bohemian Rhapsody series. Find me on Facebook, The Piano Keys, on Instagram, The Piano Keys TPK, and my website is thepianokeys.com. Keep practicing, have fun, and I will see you soon. Bye!